Hello guys, welcome back to another video. We're going to be working on the BMW 760Li and we're going to be doing something that has pretty much been a problem since I bought the car. Now, it wasn't there on first inspection of the car. You know, when I went to buy it, I did a full scan with ISTA and I couldn't show, couldn't see any issues relating to this. But pretty soon after, on the first drive back home, popped up on the dash that there was a airbag warning light. And then when I got home, scanned it again with ISTA, and it said, I believe it said that there was a fault with the driver's seat occupancy sensor, which is essentially just a mat built into the seat which determines whether or not there's someone sitting in there. And if you're in a crash or whatever, it will know whether or not to deploy that airbag, the airbags on that side. Now, if there really is one on the driver's side, I really don't know why there is, because surely, if you're driving and you're in a crash, there's going to be someone in the driver's seat. If the car's in motion, there's going to be someone in the driver's seat, right? But I don't know. I think some BMWs have one only in the passenger seat, but I think on the BMW 7 Series, I'm sure there's one in the driver's seat and the passenger seat. But we are going to find out. We'll get outside, we'll give it a scan with ISTA, and I'll just show you kind of how we're looking at the moment, and then we'll get on with resolving the problem. Now, a company called Airbag Light Off have kindly supplied me with this thing right here. Now, I believe this is like an emulator, so you have to disconnect an electrical connector underneath the seat. We will go into it in greater detail, but essentially this kind of acts as, like I said, an emulator to detect that the occupancy sensor is working. So if that is the issue, then hopefully this thing here should fix it. Now, if you want to get one of these yourself, I believe these are universal for all BMWs pre-2005. If you want to get one of these, comes with all the instructions and everything. There will be a link down in the description box below. But without further ado, let's get outside and let's get cracking. Okay, so first of all, let me show you the fault that comes up when I insert the key into the ignition. As you can see, driver restraint system fault, and we have the yellow airbag warning light. Now we'll head over to ISTA and let me show you exactly what the error code looks like. Okay, so we've done a diagnostic test of the car. We've scanned all the modules, and this is the error codes that have been displayed. The one we are focused on today is this one just here. So it is 009763, and that says open circuit, seek occupancy detector driver. So this must be the driver's side. I say it must be. Some cars only have one in the passenger side, so it's definitely worth checking to see if you do have one in the driver's side. Sometimes it can say driver, but like I said, it's actually in the passenger side, but I believe we do have one in the driver's side, so we will get onto that now. So we do need to access underneath the seat. We don't have to lift the seat out, we just need to raise it up enough so that we have access. So I'm just going to lift this up as far as possible. And then we'll head to the rear of the seat. So we're at the rear of the seat then. As you can see, we have a bit of access underneath here. First thing I'm going to do is remove the footrest. It's just held in by Velcro. You may or may not have one of these. Then we'll have a look. Oh, that's interesting. I believe this is what we need to take a look at. And it looks like the clip's actually broke on it. So I wonder if someone has been in here before, or if this is in fact our issue. Maybe there's a broken wire or something. Interesting. So I'm just gonna straight away try and install this emulator and see if this actually fixes our issue. So all we need to do is unplug this connector here and then just plug our emulator in like so. Make sure it clicks in place, and then we will try and clear the code. Alright, let's see if the warning light just disappears once we insert the key in the ignition. No, we still have the warning light. That could just mean we need to reset it though. So we'll go back over to ISTA and try and clear the fault code and see if this thing returns. Okay, so this time then we will go with delete fault memory. Yes. So as you can see, we've now deleted the fault memory. This is what has came back. These are existing faults. So it hasn't came back up on there, but we will now put the ignition on and hope that it doesn't pop back up. So nothing so far. Still nothing. Let's fire the engine up. Still nothing. I think we fixed it. Yes. Come on. I guess now all we need to do is tidy all this up and try and put it back where it's supposed to be. So I think the clip on here is supposed to slide in to this thing, this white thing here. Don't know if we're going to be able to do that though. So this white bracket here, don't think it is actually supposed to clip into that. There is another bracket on underneath the seat which I've actually cable tied it to, so it is actually kind of in the correct position. But yeah, it's got cable tie in it now, it's not going anywhere. That's good enough. Now we can just put our footrest back and then put the seat back into the correct position. And just triple check that the error has now gone. Yep, sorted. Okay then, so there we go, nice little easy fix done today, and I'm happy to announce that the cluster is now completely error free, which is always good on a BMW 7 Series. And yeah, it's definitely worth checking this out. If you do have a BMW pre-2005, then yeah, and you do have the airbag warning lights on your dash, it's definitely worth checking this out. It's a very, very common issue. One thing I will say is though, it's not a proper fix. You know, if there is an issue with your seat occupancy sensor, you know, the mat itself, then yeah, the only way to fix it properly is to disassemble your entire seat and swap that out for a new unit, at which point you're probably just better off replacing the seat, because yeah, it is quite a labor intensive job. But yeah, I mean, you should be good to go once you install one of these emulators. Realistically, the only downside is that, you know, if you're in a crash, then your airbags are going to be deployed on that side of the car, you know, whether or not there's someone sitting there or not, because installing this emulator makes it think that there is someone sitting in that seat. So, you know, it's not an entirely bad thing, but it's a decision that you have to make when, you know, doing this quick, easy fix. All right then, so I hope this video has been helpful. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all in that next one. Peace!